So this is my UEFA Champions League review, UEFA Champions League final review, as we saw PSG retain the UEFA Champions League, beating Arsenal on penalties, 4-3 on penalties, ending in 1-1 draw after 120 minutes. First off, it's still been a settled season for Arsenal. Still been a settled season. I don't think we should be mocking Arsenal. Yeah, they won the Premier League at the end of the day. They have won the Premier League title. So there's still been a settled season regardless. That was their objective, to win something. Arteta's dot over the line in terms of the lead, that is. In terms of the lead. And but once again, I still think there's more questions than answers about Mikel Arteta, because once again, that is the second tough final this season where Mikel Arteta has tossed Arsenal. In my opinion, they went 1-0 up. Even before Arsenal scored the first goal, yeah, they started them very well. And I thought they deservedly got an early goal against PSG. In my opinion, deservedly got an early goal, and for me, I just think Kai Havertz obviously went through on goal, took his time, composed for it. I don't think the keeper could have done anything about it, if I'm being honest with you. It hit the roof of the net, into the back of the net, but if I'm an Arsenal fan, it must frustrate you. It must frustrate you big time, where you go 1-0 up and then you sit back and do nothing for the rest of the game. You had one shot on target, 28% possession. That is abysmal. That is absolutely abysmal for a final. You cannot expect to win a final playing like that. PSG, I don't think PSG were that great either, if I'm being honest with you. I've seen PSG play better. But Bartola, I'm pretty sure Bartola had 2 chances where one of them where he took a bad touch. That's where he should have finished Arsenal off, in my opinion. And there was another one where he took it onto his weak foot and hit the side netting. 2 chances. PSG should have probably won in 90 minutes, if I'm being honest with you. Should have probably won in 90 minutes, especially when Bartola came on. He was an absolute threat, up against the tired heads of Arsenal's defence as well, sprinting past them as well. Ousmane Dembele obviously got the penalty, got an equaliser from the penalty. Key penalty for me. Mustera, who had a very good game, hit the batter of Tavasteria. Then there was controversy about should Arsenal got a penalty with, I think it was Orman Madueke getting pulled down by Mendes. They've been given. At the end of the day, I agree with Steven Gerrard. I think they've been given, haven't they? They have been given. We've seen them given. As much as I think it is soft, because I do think Madueke is pulling Mendes' arm as well at the same time, being clever by pulling Mendes' arm down with him. It's still clumsy from Mendes, and you're still giving the referee an opportunity, in my opinion. For me, that penalty came, it's one of them for me. If it wasn't given, I agree with it. If it was given, I agree with it. It's one of them, isn't it? It is one of them. It is a hard one, whether you should give it or not, if I'm being honest with you. But end of the day, Arsenal should not be having one shot on target and 28% possession. That should not be happening, in my opinion, especially in the final as well. The thing with Arteta's style, it works if you get to the final. It works massively, especially before you get to the final. It's effective and useful. But in the final, you have to be more offensive. You have to be more offensive in the final. And this is why, even though he's won the league, Arteta, I still think he needs to back it up next season. I know Arsenal fans are going to be like, oh my god, what you on about? It's like, I know Arsenal fans will come at me in the comments saying, yeah, but he's just won the league. He's just won the league. But the main aim is to back it up. To back it up next season. So at the moment, I still think Arteta is still in the Arne Slot category. For me. People will be like, oh, that's a madness. People will be like, oh, that's a madness saying that. No, it isn't a madness. It still took Arteta 7 seasons to win the big one, won the big trophies after spending over $1 billion. He's still in the Arne Slot category for me, Arteta. Unless he bats it up next season, then he's no longer in the Arne Slot category. I know people don't say, well, he won the FA Cup. He won the FA Cup in COVID and all that. And fair play, he did. He did win the FA Cup. I think Arsenal played 3 at the back, didn't they? I think they played 3 at the back in that final. I was quite shocked why Arsenal didn't stick by that, obviously, back then. But obviously, Arteta's built his team. He's built this team. He's done a good job at building this team, getting to Arsenal where they are as well. I will give him that. But there's more questions than answers about Mikel Arteta. Once again, 2 cup finals. He's not a cup final manager for me. He just isn't. Isn't a cup final manager. Maybe they may go one step further next season. I know Arteta obviously won the FA Cup. Pretty much in his first half season when he took over. But for me, his stubborn negative tactics aren't going to work in the cup final. This final, you know what this final was? Similar to England versus Italy, Euro 2021. England went 1-0 up and sat back, did nothing else. Arsenal went 1-0 up, did nothing else and sat back. When the team you're facing was there for the taking. Because I don't think PSG were that great at all. I thought Doué was their man of the match, personally. I thought Doué was their man of the match. Surprisingly, he did well against Mbappe, because I thought Mbappe would actually do well against him, but Doué was fantastic. But it was so similar to the Euro 2021 final for me. But that's my thoughts on Arsenal. In terms of PSG, US Enrique, back-to-back trebles now. I am praying that he turns to a certain club and resigns. I'm hoping, I'm still dreaming of Enrique towards, because what else has he got to prove? Back-to-back trebles, he doesn't need to continue at PSG. He's even PSG in a good place. Just saying, but nah, yeah, we'll get Iriola. Yeah, and to be fair, I'm not mad about Iriola either. So just like we'll get Iriola, but yeah, Enrique, you'll say somebody stay. Could he do 3 seasons in the war with 3 trebles? I think it's hard to do 3 in the war in the Champions League. That's what I will say. And Enrique, Arsenal did well defensively. I can't lie, Arsenal still did well defensively. But who was it? Was it Ade Oladipo who said it on Twitter? You're putting too much pressure on your centre backs in the final. And that's what Arteta does. He puts too much pressure and reliance on his defence. And this is why sometimes you do see Arsenal use games or even drop points in the lead, even though the drop points don't matter, they still won the lead. But in the cup finals, putting too much pressure on the defenders. That's why you saw Arsenal probably use. In my opinion, these cup finals. So, but yeah, PSG returning UEFA Champions League, which is very hard to do, by the way, and win back-to-back trebles after beating Arsenal on penalties. Feel free to leave us down below in the comments. PSG win back-to-back trebles, while should Mikel Arteta still take criticism for his tactics in the cup final, despite being successful this season? Let me know down below.